stuff up anyway, so it should probably be soft food. That's why wok foods, you know, you got your ground round, you got your rice, you know, you got your salsa in there. You can eat all that with a spoon. I steal spoons from Earl's restaurant because they have really strong spoons like this. That's a badass spoon. And a lot of commercial spoons from restaurants are made thicker and stronger, and they're free. So you can get one of those. A stainless steel measuring spoon. This is for making your fast drink, because when you measure it out, naturally, you need to make sure you get 4 tablespoons in there and all the rest. So it's always good to have a single tablespoon for when you're preparing your tray. You can prepare an entire tray in less than 20 minutes, by the way, and you'll be able to eat all day off of one tray and have food that you like there. After that, you want to get yourself a nice thermos. Boil some water, put it in your thermos, put it on your tray. The reason why you do that is so that you've got hot water. If you want to take your coffee mug, throw some instant coffee in there, you've got hot coffee right now. Coffee is a funny thing. Instant coffee has more caffeine than regular coffee. A lot of people don't realize that, but you gotta understand the way they make coffee is there's coffee that's lower on the mountain that they spray with gasoline and all that kind of stuff. The really crappy coffee has super high caffeine, very low flavor, but you want to use instant coffee, and that way you can regulate how strong it is and all the rest of it. Very, very bad for you, but it does make you go fast. So for a coffee cup, I got one of those little ones that you can like take the bottom off and make your own design. I just printed out for my little burning monk guy because I think it's about the coolest symbol ever. And you know, that way you've got a little thermos in there. You can make a cup of soup in this, but you keep that there. I usually keep a package. I'll drop the dust of instant coffee in here. You leave that in there, and then when you're ready for the coffee, you just pop your lid, right? Pour it in. You got your instant coffee. You're good to go. Give her a quick shake because it all seals up. Bang! Instant coffee ready to rock. Now, nothing is worse than not having any sweets. That sucks. So I find that sweets make you fat. I've eaten a lot of sweets. I got very fat. So the way I got around that was get a small bowl and fill it up really high with sweets, because that way you feel like you're eating a ton. But if you fill up this bowl with sweets, you'll be fat. So you want to get yourself a nice small bowl. I usually eat chocolate, and you must not eat chocolate that has a lot of preservatives in it. Chocolate on its own, like natural chocolate with no preservatives, is super rich, gets rid of that sweets craving like that. You only eat like 3 or 4 chunks and you're done, okay? Also, there's all kinds of really weird kind of properties to natural chocolate from Mexico, like the stuff that goes off in a week. Yeah, it kind of has a funky effect. You almost get kind of high off of that sort of chocolate. So I highly recommend that. And, of course, you got to have your fast drink, and all of your drinks should be in sealable containers. If you spill it, it knocks over, whatever. Things happen, you know, your cat's messing with you, whatever. You want to make sure you're not dumping all your liquids all over all your sensitive electronics. Have your fast drink with you, so if you've eaten all your food and you're still hungry, drop a fast drink and it'll take away the pain, right? Make the pain stop. As well, no tray is ever worth a damn unless you have a beer. Now there's a whole selection of beers you can choose from. For God's sakes, get yourself a beer that's made in Belgium. Do not drink domestic beer. It's crap. The North American population have no idea what they are doing with beer. Oh my God. And there's no reason why you have to drink a 6-pack of beer. If you have to drink a 6-pack of beer, you're a redneck. So what I would do is, you know, if you're just going to be out there during the day, you want to have a nice cold beer, right on. You know, why not? And it's only $4 more to get the really good beer. Why don't you just buy the good beer? You know, I never understood that. People pay $8 for a mocha latte, frappa, whatever, latte, but they won't, oh, that beer's too expensive. I'm going to pay, you know, the beer for, you know, an entire case for $2. Well, that's got to be healthy. Natural beer is made from like water, barley, hops, yeast. Thanks for coming out. It's actually kind of healthy. You can, yeah, I could call that healthy. I could call that healthy. So is red wine. Good red wine, well, cheap red wine's better than pop. Like, pop is the Antichrist, okay? Any kind of cola is the devil. Especially things like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, any of the ones that are like infiltrating our schools and turning our children into mindless drones. Yeah, those are evil. So pop is really, really bad. If you don't listen to anything else I say in Patrolling with Sean Kennedy and you give up drinking pop, wow, have I ever won. There's all kinds of better things that make you go faster. Coffee makes you go faster, instant coffee, shitty coffee, whatever kind of coffee you want. But for God's sake, stop drinking pop. Besides, if you get coffee and beer, you get the same effect. Anyway, that's all it is for my tray. That's simple. You're ready to go. Got you here. Head to your study. My name's Sean Kennedy. I am the fucking man. Sometimes, as we go on throughout our internet filming experience, Sim and I, you know, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. Anyway you cut this, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work on my end because I have to cook up concepts, and you know, with no budget, we have to try to make some entertainment for you guys and get it out as quick as we can. Everybody's got full-time jobs, and it's tiring. And it makes you tired, and it makes you really, really weary. And any of you who are thinking as vlogs that you want to make a difference, you want to do a zine or whatever, it's a very rewarding experience. I fully encourage you to do. If you don't just don't do something that's already been done. Don't do yet another shoutcast station. You should be doing your own things, like maybe set up an FRS radio station, or maybe run, an actual pirate radio station, or maybe you could put up posters or leaflets, or just circulate, RANT media. As you know, everything's freely distributed. You can burn these to CD, hand them out. These are things that everyone should do, but as you do these things and you become involved in the struggle and the conflict to free the mind, it begins to wear on you after a while, and it's hard to recharge. And Sim, he puts in long hours to try to bring these episodes to you, and not only this, but all the other projects that are on the go at RANT Media. So sometimes it's very easy to lose focus, and it's easy to lose the reason why you do the things you do. I got a letter from Australia that was mailed to me from a fan. In that letter, it's a very touching letter, but in that letter, this fan, who I'm not going to name for security reasons because he lives in Australia, but this fan burned a series of our work to disk, and they gave that data, they gave that information to someone who was a young lady who was in a dark place, and it helped her. She wasn't online. She would have never have found out about RANT Media or Sim or the shows or patrolling or any of that if it wasn't for this one guy. This one lone guy in Australia who, on another continent, just took something that we did that was free to help people and gave it to someone to help. That, to me, is the greatest reward of doing this. And when I got that letter, he sent me the letter and explained all this to me. When I got that letter, it touched me very, very deeply to know that someone I may never meet got through a really dark episode of their lives. People try to compare, psychological trauma. Like, oh, well, whatever, there's some people have this pain, some people have that pain. There's no measure for pain. Pain is it changes with each person. How much pain can you put in a glass? There's no meter for pain. There's no meter for the things in your life that hurt you. So one person's pain might be another person's, a mild annoyance, and one person's annoyance could be another person's agony. The fact that as a WOG myself, I was able to ease the suffering of a total stranger and receive no reward from that, that's the highest praise possible. My name's Sean Kennedy, and I am the fucking man.
So you say you gotta know why the world goes around, and you can't find the truth in the things you found, and you're scared shitless cause evil abounds. Come join us. Well, I heard you were looking for a place to be.